With Matt Greenfield and Marco Di Filippo out, the Steelers brought in new goalie Jere Huitema, but his debut in Cardiff on Wednesday didn't exactly go to plan. A lopsided defeat there, 3 straight defeats at home, and still no Sourceman, Janatoinen or Vainio, plus others playing hurt. Nottingham have lost 21 in a row to Sheffield, but if they can't beat them now, they might never do it. New Panthers signing Mitch Fossier made an impact as they won twice last weekend, and Christoph Kontos returns to their lineup, although they are without Matt Alfaro, Tim Doherty and Cooper Zek. Hunter Vorva has been released to return home. Aaron Fox's side need to get back to winning ways, and there's no better time or place to do it than right here, right now.
Knock that down. You see him just sort of jumping out of the way.
Valorant cuts inside, tried to get a shot away, but Betteridge had stuck tight to him all the way. I think he blocked the shot in the end. Here goes Henbrandt. And we've got a fight behind the play. Everything has come to a stop. We've got a 2 against 1 in the Panthers' defensive zone, and Valorant is the meat in the sandwich.
Yeah, Valorant is there, and it's Stephenson that a couple of hacks and whacks, and Valorant finally turned around and chopped them back. I'm not sure.
Well, Niskola is the first to be shown to the penalty box.
Yeah. Realistically, you'll see it on the boards coming up. There's a cross-check coming right here, coming up. There's the cross-check. Valorant turns around, gives him a little chop back on the legs, and then there's another chop on the hands. And then they come back, and that's when Valorant. And then you can see who the third man in is.
That's Niskola.
Niskola's the third man, so 2 for roughing, 2 for roughing, and 2 for coming in and being the third man. And let's get the game going again.
Quite ready for it. Steelers will have to exit and re-enter. Dowd just does just that. Tanzi takes over but shoots off target. Cormier across to it. Back-to-back power plays for the Steelers. Trying to feed it into the slot. It'll bounce out to Balmas. Quick exchange of passes. And then he plays it across, and Golod scores! The Steelers' power play gets the scoring underway.
Yeah, Golod does a great job getting lost and then circles up to the top of there, and you can see him come back into the play. Balmas reads it all the way along. Everybody obviously looking at Mitchell Balmas to be a shooter here as they go down this right side. But yeah, you get a wide angle on this. You'll see Golod just get lost in the play. Watch him go down. Watch him get lost here now on the right-hand side of your screen. Look, no one sees where he is, and all of a sudden he pops up.
Thrown towards the slot. Simpson trying to get onto it. Takes it away from Golod. Now Guimond. Simpson. There's a sense of confidence about the Steelers' play in the offensive zone, which perhaps wasn't there in the game against Dundee. Now here's Hare, and off the bench. They've got an opportunity if he gets it across to Kontos, but he'll take it on himself and score. Hare with the equalizer. And the Panthers are back level.
Yeah, Panthers end up with a 2-on-1 from somewhere. Not quite sure how it was, but a pretty good shot here by Hare. Coming in looking for it, and then it beats the netminder between the top of the stick blocker and the shoulder. A pretty decent shot, to be fair, coming in. Brian Diffley doing what he can to try to stop the pass, but somehow can't quite see how they ended up with a 2-on-1 out of that. Whether it was a late change, you can see that Diffley just gets on, and then it's a 2-on-1 past him and a shot into the top part of the net.
Ulrich providing the forechecking pressure. Ciampini in there also. Steelers have won it back, and here's an opportunity, and Shudra is denied.
Great job down in the corner. Ulrich and Ciampini working well along the boards, beating the 2 Nottingham players to the puck, and then Ciampini getting his head up quick. Find Shudra going through the slot. Looks as though he's trying to go 5-hole. Slide it through. Bednar doing a pretty good job getting his stick down just in time. The Shudra circles up and out of the way.
Defenseman will continue to chase it. The Steelers had enough numbers back. Betteridge couldn't hold up Simpson. Puck gets all the way into the slot area. The backhand shot saved. It's not lifted in by Simpson. It went a little too high. Simpson has another go at squeezing this one in. It's onto the back of the goal, and Bednard was grateful to hear that whistle.
Yeah, some acrobatic stuff in there from Bednard. I think It bounces around, a little bit fortunate, but watch right here. I'm sure he gets a piece right there with the top of his glove that puts it up. And then Levens can't quite get it back out in front of the net quick enough, but when it does come out, Bednard's reacted and recovered to get back to this near post.
And there's room here for Petrovic to skate into. Angles against him. And the Steelers defend that well in the end with the physicality of Huitela, which has already played a big part in this game. The Steelers get no further than their own blue line though. And here's Hare, another great chance, save made, puck is loose, and it's in on the rebound. Kontos back in the side and back in the goals.
Yeah, Hare gets a good, hard, powerful shot again. The way it bobbles around, you can see the netminder does get a hold of it. It's a bit awkward and sort of just ties his hands, but Kontos, doing what a goal scorer does, gets to the net as best he can. Puck bobbles out to him and he gets a wide open net.
Give it straight back to the Steelers. Levens couldn't quite get it as far ahead. And now the Steelers have been caught defensively and they're in again. Opportunity and put wide. But another defensive breakdown by the Steelers.
Another short change on this side, a long change, and they don't get on the ice quick enough, and Nottingham turn it over in a hurry.
Pass down the wall, didn't reach Valorand. Gossier turns away from Balmas's hit. Opportunity here. Wah! Panthers go 3-1 in front through Hugo Wah.
Again, it looked like a tired unit out there for Sheffield. They got running around, and you can see, don't pick up Wah, who comes off the bench. Little forehand, backhand shelf. Netminder does get a little piece of it, but again, you let the goal scorers walk down the middle of the ice and give them the opportunities. Free and clear. They're going to score some goals.
Shot from range, rebound,
oh,
no!
How's that not going from Patrick Watling?
It was on target and it hit someone in white and black and stayed out. And I'm not sure if it was a netminder or a defenseman back on the play. Huitema out to play it back up the boards. Kontos, there's players either side of him. He's done well, he's got it down low. The Panthers move it across and they score! And that might be it. It's a second for Sam Hare. And that might just be the points for the Panthers.
Yeah, puck doesn't get out along the board. Steelers have three players there. And Valorant just a little bit slow to react, and this is just whacked back. Up into the top of the net. Kevin Tansey can't quite knock down the pass coming back forward. Play pretty much out of nothing. You can see it right there. Good work on the boards. Just batted down low and then batted back in, and it goes right up into the top of the net quickly.
No sign the Steelers want to pull their netminder. It's asking a lot from 3 down. Little stumble.
Oh, and it's in.
From Ciampini, but the puck does get through. 2:20 to go as Levens gets it in. Surely not.
Yeah, Levens. Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, Nottingham's hopefully not, but Levens does a good job batting this out of the air. And one that Bednard finally gets beaten on, as he can't quite track it quick enough. But that excited the Steelers bench. Everybody on the bench now is in the game here wanting to go. They're all stood up.
Final stop from Bednard. And for the first time in a long time, the Panthers have beaten the Steelers 1 in a row. They have got the better of their big rivals here at the Utilita Arena. The Steelers' man of the match is Mark Simpson. He picked up an assist, but there are no smiles for the boys in orange today. It is another home defeat. Aaron, a disappointing night.
Yeah, I mean, not been great here lately, obviously. But I actually loved our first 20 minutes. I thought that was as good a 20 as we played in a long time. So I felt like it was maybe a little deflating to be 1-1 after that period. We needed to be more physical off the outset here, and I thought we did just that. They got some great goaltending in the first to keep it 1-1, and then we switch off in the second period for a couple mistakes that end up. Feels like every mistake we make right now is ending up in a scoring chance against and ending up in the back of our net, and we just gotta put our big boy pants on here and dig ourselves out of this mess. It's been a while since we've felt this weight of losing a few games in a row here. Like I said, I think there's a ton of character in that group, but you can't feel sorry for yourself, and the only way that you're going to come out of this is by effort and compete and defensive mindset, playing team hockey. And you could tell after that second one went in, it just felt like, oh boy, here we go. And that's not the mindset this group should have with what we've accomplished already this year, what most of these guys accomplished last year as well. So it's a little bit mental right now, and there's obviously some fatigue that's in our group, and we're missing the MVP of the league, which also doesn't help when things maybe aren't going your best. But just one of those nights where for 50 minutes I thought we were pretty good, and for a 10-minute stretch there it cost us a game.
You made some changes to the lines in the third period. Did you get the reaction that you wanted?
I didn't mind our pushback in the third. I didn't think we were as good in the third as we were in the first, but anytime that a team's going to sit back and defend from the inside out when they've got a lead like that, it's also going to be harder in those situations. We'll see what our group looks like tomorrow up in Fife, but like I said, it's something that we need an answer.
Although the Steelers have won the previous 3 games this season against the Panthers, they've all been fairly close games. What made the difference tonight from a Panthers perspective? What did they do a little better than they have done previously?
Well, I just thought they were very opportunistic on their chances tonight. The ice was tilted pretty heavily the first period. They get 1 2-on-1, ends up in the back of our net. Start off the second period there, a couple turnovers, and they both end up in the back of our net too. So it's just one of those moments in time right now that we're not getting any bounces. We're not creating any bounces for ourselves. We're making the game about as hard as possible on ourselves as we can, and just gotta. Like I said, we've just gotta grind here and come together as a group and deal with some adversity right now.
The games keep coming thick and fast. You mentioned the trip up to Fife tomorrow. Is it good that the team gets an immediate chance to right some wrongs?
Yeah, normally I'd say it probably is good, but we really need the long week here. Just for bodies and fatigue, mental fatigue, physical fatigue. So we'll watch some video in the morning before we head up there, and like I said, those are 2 points we need.
Danny, is it fair to say that the right team won tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think the first period, certainly, Beds kept us in that one. Kill off 3 power plays in the first before you get your feet into it, and made some big saves there for us to keep it at 1-1. But I thought second period we had a good pushback, really good period, outplayed them, deserved our 3-1 lead. And I thought we managed the third period really good. I think after they got that second one, there was some tough time in our zone there in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Beds had to make a couple saves. Guys were putting their bodies on the line, but that's what you need to do to win a hockey game in this building.
And with a player like Sam Hay, you must feel like you've got money in the bank every time he's got a chance in front.
You know what? These big games, we needed our top guys to step up, and they certainly did tonight. Sam had a great game. Beds had a great game. That whole Cons line was good. Our D played phenomenal, like I said. And, first period, took us some time to get into that with the early calls, but I think once we did, we played some good hockey.
A couple of wins last weekend, another one today. What's been the difference over these last 3 games?
I think just, not as much the execution or the performance, just our grit. Our compete's been kind of next level. We were always a team that skates hard, but I felt at times we weren't competing hard. And, to do that with short bodies tonight, and some key guys out, you gotta tip your hat to these guys. It's a tough building to come to on any day, let alone being short benched.
You also lost briefly Mitch Fossier in the first period. He did come back later on. What can you tell us about the impact of that hit?
I think he put himself in a tough position. From what I saw, it appeared to be a clean hit. I'll have to look at it, but just game of ice hockey, that happens, and it was good to see him back on the bench.
And he's fully recovered?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There's been a long winning run for the Steelers against the Panthers. You've only been here for a few of those. But is that something that has been on your mind, the players' mind at all?
I think so. We intentionally didn't even talk about it this week. Tried to keep it out of the room. A lot of people have inherited the streak, and some people have been a part of that. I think I got to look back. I think I got my own streak against Sheffield too. I don't think we beat them. I beat them last year, and certainly so far this year. So, but look, at the end of the day, the important thing is we came in here, we played a good hockey game, we got 2 points, and we got to follow it up tomorrow.
You've moved up another place in the table. You've got another home game tomorrow. Just all about keeping things rolling now, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be able to do it back to back. We did that last weekend, so we've got the first one out of the way, and we got to do it again tomorrow.
And the next time you visit here will be Boxing Day. No better opportunity to double it up.
Absolutely. Those are exciting games. They're fun games. I always love coming here. It's so welcoming here by the fans. So I love it.
And you had great travelling support tonight as well.
Yeah, our fans are phenomenal. I mean, they've at home, away, everywhere. They've been great. And, it's good to see the atmosphere in the building again, the rivalry. And hopefully that win kind of sparks the rivalry a little bit more.